see. Okay, again. On battery saver mode. Things are still working though. Lunch. Lunch is served. So, I got these things. And I got an extra hot water here. Because, the guy doesn't know, but I like to do full water in my cup of noodles. And not just to the line. Yet then, he works here. We're on a train. And you might understand that he probably cleans too. So you put less water in it because things move around here. Up and down, sideways. And it's just one of those deals that yeah. Let's try one of these. Probably the worst. I'm gonna do this differently, you know. Yeah, they don't serve those on trains anymore. The people today actually sell food that's already done. Let me just right. That's the only time by law you cannot wear that. It's a plague mask. You know, 20 years ago when some Japanese girl was wearing one, and at that time I never said it to myself, but I should have. You know, that's gonna catch on. And Japanese are really funny because they wore those masks for a long time. Do you remember? And it's like, what do you say? 18, no, 16 years, 16 years before the whole world decided to wear that mask. Oh, that was another problem I was working on. You know, the visibility problem and the breathing problem that the Chinese had. The Chinese had this problem, and it got so bad that it was either I want to die or go to work, and either way it wasn't happening. So I'm making a lunch. So I just take these cubes and smash them and put them in that water he gave me. It's gonna make a double. Here's the problem is if you don't smash them, they don't dissolve. So, and then since I didn't have any noodles, I was gonna take those noodles out of here and stick them in my cup. So, not like that. I got a noodle soup. A noodle stretch. Okay. That's hot. The other one's not hot. Oh, it's the cup that's not hot. Yeah, cooking here. You got peas. You know the most dangerous thing in the world, don't you? For a bounty is to eat his dinner, his peas, with a knife. With a butter knife. You'd be put in jail right away. Serious. And then most of you are bounties probably. Well, you can spill that. You know, just a little bit here. I wish I would have told that guy. on this other train, and you see these corners here. I don't know if you can or not, but you just pull them like this, and right in there, you can. There's a bought that company up for 20 years ago, less than 20 years ago, 10 years ago. But that cup holds the cup in, so when you're walking, they don't fall over in your little box. Because if you had like 2 sodas and a soup, and you didn't have those little arm things here, I don't know if you can see those or not. See how they are here. Okay. Then things don't fall over, or you'd have soda pop, soup, maybe 2 different kinds of soup, and you'd have to drink into the corner. Anyways, they have a restaurant on this place too, but supposedly it's supposed to be a 5-star. I got the ice cream and it was too cold. Doesn't work on a 5-star. Even a 4-star would be nice. But they have white napkins and all that stuff. Anyways, this is the first time I went to New York. Now, this is a long time ago. And after all this stuff happened, they only let the people that bought the stuff eat there, I guess. We must be done. Mm. Mm. Did you ever eat noodles with a spoon? Yeah, me neither. Okay. Fork or knife? Mm. That tastes pretty good. And having dinner on a train's a big deal. But if you get the sleeping car, I guess you get to use the restaurants. So if you don't use a sleeping car, then you have to use the snack place, because they have a snack. They have a little snack place, which is not the restaurant. The sleeping car is kind of spendy, and usually sold out, I guess. So, what we're going to talk about? Let's talk about the 66th Congress, because when they met, and I called in and I said, you have to make a minimum wage, and I don't think they've done it. So this year, no, 67, of course. You have to figure out what the minimum wage is. And people don't understand that when you have less money, you do things differently. First of all, you can't drive to the store, you have to walk. So instead of 20 minutes, it takes an hour and a half. Now, already I've destroyed my whole day if I'm going to get something to eat, because I'm only going to get how much? About as much as I can carry. Like this. So we're taking 2 trips to the store, right? Which that burns up 5 hours a day. Now, who wants to go to work? Walk to the place where they give work out, burn up another 3 hours. And learn how to use the bus ticket system, which costs money. Sometimes. Man, I was in the Capitol at the 66 Congress place. 67. The bus driver only stops at marked locations, which that is 12 blocks. You know, do you know how far 12 blocks is? I almost didn't have to catch the bus to stop. He only has like 4 stops. Yes, they stop once in a while. What did I want to say? I want to say, what are you, stupid? If they have little dingers on the bus and they pull the thing down and ding it, can you not stop? And the bus driver told me no and drove me to the bus stop thing. And he let me off. And I was thinking, you know, why would you use a bus? That's how small that town is. A little bit. So, okay. How long are these noodles? Okay, let's cut them off. After that worked. Okay, show me your video later. So what I'm saying is, not all towns are the same. At the other town, you look out on the street and you just raise your hand like this and go. And the bus guy's like, so what do you want? Thank you. You pull the button, bus driver, he pulls over and you get off. Wow. I don't know. Tell me, what's the problem? And then there's the bus driver that it's $1.50 and not $1.41. And then there's the bus driver where you're standing there and he stops and he says, because you wave, and he says, if you go backwards 50 yards, there's a little house there. That's where we pick people up. And I told him, well, I thank you for that. And he says, good, because I'll be back in an hour to pick you up. I didn't know where to stand at that time in my life, because I didn't understand what a bus deal, yeah, I was in a different town, you could wave and they'd stop, that's why. Because in that next town, they didn't. Anyways, I had to wait for him to take a whole round before he would pick me up. Just walk across town. Okay, hold on. We're eating lunch. Did you see that? Did something just move on there? I think someone's screwing with my video. I never watched a person eat. You should know better than that. I hope you can understand and hear this. Because I'm not talking very loud while there's a lot of people on here. It's actually booked out. Did I tell you about my train trip? Anyway, I'll do that on the next one.